guys, it's Alessandra, and today I have a very exciting video for you guys in the spirit of 4th of July because you guys know I love holidays. So I thought today I would make a fun little video where essentially I show you a really cute little fun snack you can make for the 4th of July, as well as 2 different drink options because let's be real, holidays are an excuse to party. So you're definitely going to want to be able to use these. I really enjoy the 2 drinks that we're making today. One's going to be a shot, one's going to be a mixed drink, and the other thing that we're going to be doing is a little snack, which is going to be using these 4th of July cookies, as well as some ice cream and sprinkles. Of course, the sprinkles will be incorporated into the drinks as well. So we kind of have a lot of stuff here that's going to be playing into all 3 things that we make. But like I said, this will be perfect if you have like a holiday party that you're throwing, or even if you just have some friends or family over, or if you're just by yourself and want to get in the spirit of 4th of July. I think that these are all going to be really great ideas that you can use. So let's just get right into the video. So we're going to start with the ice cream sandwiches. The first thing that you're going to be doing for these ice cream sandwiches is simply baking your cookies. They make this so easy. As you guys can see, these are just little Pillsbury holiday cookies. They come out every single holiday with a different kind, and these ones are America themed, so they're perfect for the 4th of July. You can obviously make this with any kind of cookie that you want, but I think these are great because they do add that little flair, which I know we have with our sprinkles, but it just kind of brings that fun holiday look into the treat. The first thing you're going to want to do is obviously preheat your oven at 350 degrees, and then we're just going to be taking out all of these little pieces of cookie dough and putting them onto a cooking sheet. You actually don't even need any tin foil or wax paper. They make this so easy, so we're just going to be taking these out and placing them right on here and then throwing them in the oven. I will say there are 20 pieces of cookie dough inside of this pack, so it's perfect to make 10 ice cream sandwiches, but if you're like me and you want to eat a piece of cookie dough, you're going to have to eat 2 because you can't have an ice cream sandwich with only 1 cookie. So once you've ate your cookie dough, or chose not to, we're just going to be putting all of these little tiny cookie dough pieces onto our baking tray. Make sure you space them out evenly. They are pretty small cookies, but you do want to have enough space between them that you can fit them all on your cooking sheet. And if you can't, that's perfectly fine. Just means you can eat more cookie dough. But make sure you're getting an even number on here because like I said, we're making ice cream sandwiches, so you want to be able to have both sides of that sandwich with these cookies that are made. So it seems like I'm running out of space around 12 cookies, but that is perfectly fine because that means I can do 6 ice cream sandwiches. Once you have all of your cookie doughs on your tray, you're just gonna go ahead and throw it into the oven. I still have a couple minutes left until my oven is done preheating, so you can just put it to the side, wait that few minutes, and then we'll throw it in the oven. So we're just gonna be baking these cookies for 12 to 14 minutes like it says on the box. Personally, when I'm baking cookies, I like to leave them a little bit gooey on the inside, but since we're using these for ice cream sandwiches, we do want them to be completely cooked all the way through. So I think I'll be doing about 13 or 14 minutes just to make sure that these cookies can actually hold the ice cream that we're going to be putting between them. Now, while we wait for those cookies in the oven, let's get started on making some of these drinks. This is like the perfect thing to do while you're waiting for those cookies to bake, so that you can have a little something to sip on when they come out and you make your little ice cream sandwiches. Like I said before, we have 2 different drinks we're going to be making today, one of which is a cocktail and one of which is a shot. We're going to start right now with the cocktail, and for that you are just going to need some Smirnoff or any kind of vodka. This one I just chose because it's red and it's fun, but they do actually have a Bomb Pop flavor one, which I think would really fit the vibe here. Some blue curacao and a pina colada mix. Before we get started on any of that though, you're gonna want to make sure that you do this step first, because if not, you're gonna have a very tricky time doing this when you already have a drink in your glass. We are going to be decorating our glass to have a little bit of holiday fun with it. Now this is super simple, totally up to you, but I think that it adds a lot of fun. We're just going to be using some vanilla icing to go around the rim of our cup, and then dipping that in some red sprinkles. You can also do blue sprinkles or white sprinkles, whatever you want to match the holiday theme. I just personally think that red is super cute because our drink is going to turn out a blue color, and then we'll have red and blue, which very much so matches 4th of July. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take your frosting, and we are just going to be going around the rim of our glass and essentially spreading that frosting around it. You don't need any heavy layer of the frosting, it's just going to be able to hold the sprinkles on there for you. So go ahead and add as much as you want or as little as you want, but as long as you get enough that the sprinkles can get dipped in and stay on here, that's what we're looking for. So once I have this little rim around my cup, we're gonna go ahead and throw the sprinkles on. Now there's definitely a couple different ways you can do this. You can either hold your icing rim cup over the plate and sprinkle the sprinkles on, or you can pour them on the plate and just roll it in it. That's personally what I like to do because I think it's a little bit easier. So we're just gonna fill up our plate here with some sprinkles. Make sure to get a good amount on the plate because we are gonna wanna make sure we get a good amount on the cup. And then we're just gonna take our little cup and roll it around on these sprinkles to create this super cute little red sprinkle rim. And this is how your cup should turn out. Super cute, super festive, right? Now next up, we're gonna be working on the drink itself. The first thing I wanna do is fill your shaker up with ice. That is definitely important. We're also gonna be filling up our cup with ice, but we'll do that after we make the drink just so that it doesn't start melting on us. Like I said before, we're gonna be using blue carousel, pina colada mix, and Smirnoff. This is just a raspberry Smirnoff, and what we're gonna be essentially doing is putting them all together in here, shaking it up, and getting a very cute, very fun, and very tasty drink. Now I have this fun little thing that I put on top of my alcohols because it came in a bar cart set that I have, but you obviously don't need to use this. To be honest, I think you could probably eyeball a lot of this stuff when you're making cocktails. Maybe that's just the crazy of me talking, but we are going to be using this little measurer in order to make sure we get all of our measurements right. Starting off with our blue carousel. See, isn't that's like so cute? Like, tell me that's not so cute. I mean, this makes it look so fancy professional. We are just making one drink here, so you can obviously change this around depending on how many drinks you're making, but we are just essentially going to be using 2 shots of this blue carousel. This is 1.5, by the way. Make sure you check if you're using a little shot measurer because it's usually 1.5 and half, not 1.5. Just so I don't get little blue dripping all over me, I'm just gonna be filling up this 1.5, 1/3 of the way to do our other bit of the shot. Next up, we're gonna be pouring our pina colada mix in. This one actually does not fit in my cute little topper, so we're just gonna be trying our best here. We're gonna do 2 shots of this. This is just a very creamy little mix in that is definitely gonna help with the flavor. As I said, it's gonna taste amazing because blue carousel, it is an alcoholic drink, but it's like a liqueur, so it's not the same kind of percentage that a hard liquor would be. And then obviously this is gonna be offsetting everything. After we've poured in that pina colada mix, we're finally just gonna be going over to our Smirnoff. If you like your drink stronger, you can go ahead and add a little bit more here. Like I said, this stuff is very sweet, so it's definitely gonna be making this a very sweet drink that you're not gonna be tasting a lot of alcohol in, but that's what I'm going for personally, so I will just be adding 1 shot into my drink. I definitely think you could get away with doing 1.5 or even 2 and still having a pretty good tasting drink, but we're just gonna be going for 1 here. Again, I'm using this 1.5 side, so be careful not to fill it up all the way if you are only doing 1 shot, and then we're just gonna pour that on in. Now that everything is in here, let's just close this up and give it a good shake. I'm like a professional over here. And once that's shaken up, we're gonna throw some ice into our cup and just pour our little cocktail over ice. As you can see, it is this super cute blue color. That's what the carousel does for us. And then the pina colada mix makes it creamy, and obviously the Smirnoff is what's making it an alcoholic beverage. And you're gonna be left with something along the lines of this. Now you can obviously stop here, or if you really wanna jazz it up, you can go ahead and throw a bomb pop on top / inside of this drink. That adds such a fun touch, especially if you are outside doing like a pool party or just hosting like an outdoor barbecue. Throwing a bomb pop on top here adds such a really cute little look to it, and it's also a really great little chaser after you take a sip of your drink. And another really cute idea is also to make your ice into star shapes. I personally don't have a star-shaped ice tray, but if I had one, I definitely would have done that. Make some ice and throw it in here and just have little cute stars, because that really matches the 4th of July theme as well. Now we're gonna give her a taste. Cheers. I got frosting all over my mouth. The drink tastes absolutely incredible. It is so sweet. I absolutely love it. Again, if you like your drinks to taste a little more alcoholic, you can obviously throw another shot or even just another half shot in there. But this icing rim, along with how sweet the drink is just absolutely incredible. I can imagine myself sitting by the pool, sipping on this at a 4th of July party and just having the absolute best time. Okay, so I just took the cookies out of the oven to cool because we're definitely gonna make sure that they are not hot before we use them to make these ice cream sandwiches. But we still have a little bit of time, so now I'm gonna be showing you how to do a super cute 4th of July themed shot. We are going to be using blue carousel, pina colada mix, and grenadine. So as you can see, there actually isn't any hard alcohol in this shot, so it'll definitely make it a lot easier to go down. It's just a really cute 4th of July themed layer shot that's gonna be blue, white, and red. And if you wanna get even more fun with it, which I definitely do, you can throw some whipped cream on the top of it, and that just makes it a super fun experience for you and all the people that you're hanging out with on 4th of July to all do together. Very funny and always a good time. So if you've never done a layered shot before, essentially the way that you do this is you carefully pour the different beverages into your shot glass. We have this one that says Bite Me on it with a little shark from San Diego. You definitely don't want to use a clear shot glass for this because the entire purpose of this shot is to have that really cute 4th of July theme going with the whole red, white, and blue. But essentially you're going to want to use some kind of spoon or knife or just any kind of instrument that you can throw into the shot glass in order to slowly pour over so that your drinks can go in, move to the bottom, and then maintain a layer between each other because of the different densities. The grenadine is obviously a super strong dye. This blue one is as well, but the grenadine 100% is, so we're going to be doing that one last, and we're going to be starting with our blue carousel. So for this one, you don't even need the spoon. All you're going to want to do is just pour a little bit of blue carousel into your glass. I'm just doing a tiny little bit in here. And then from there, we're gonna move on to our pina colada mix. I will say the hard part about this, for me at least, is the fact that this pina colada mix is so big. They didn't have a smaller one at the store, so if you're working with a smaller one, lucky you. But for me, I just had to make sure that I balance my arm enough because like I said, we wanna make sure we're doing a slow pour over your spoon or knife or whatever it is so that we can get this to move to the bottom without disrupting this blue carousel right here and then breaking the layers. You also want to make sure that your spoon isn't fully touching the side, because if it is, the pina colada mix will have no space to be able to go underneath the blue carousel. Like I said, very slow pour. As you guys can see, it's moving down the side right there. Bam! You have a little shot going. So as you guys can see, so far we have a blue and a white layer. Next up, we're gonna add the grenadine to the bottom, and it's gonna be red, white, and blue. Obviously, feel free to pour a little bit more than I did. I haven't even like filled up the shot glass all the way. And remember, we're gonna be adding that whipped cream as well at the end. So like I said, next up, we're gonna be pouring the grenadine in. I'm gonna be using this topper again. I will say in this case, the topper makes things a lot easier. So if you do have one, I would recommend it. And you're definitely gonna want to be really careful with your grenadine because grenadine will definitely pour around if you don't show it exactly where to go. So again, we're gonna want to very, very carefully put our spoon inside, but not completely against the wall, and then pour our grenadine in. That is without a doubt the most careful I've ever done something in my entire life. So as you can see, we now have this really cute red, white, and blue shot. So now that we have that done, we can go ahead and just add some whipped cream on top, and that is gonna finish off our shot. Again, the whipped cream is optional, but it makes it look so much cuter. I would even go as far as saying throw a couple little sprinkles on there to really take it home. Cute. Now that our cookies are out of the oven and we've let them cool, it's very, very important that you let the cookies cool before we move on to the next step. Look at how I'm even touching this pan, like it has been completely cooled. They're 100% done. We are just gonna bring these on over to our table and get out our ice cream as well as sprinkles so that we can construct our little ice cream sandwiches. So we're just going to be taking our ice cream. I grabbed a vanilla bean. You can really do any kind of ice cream that you want in the middle because we are gonna be covering the sides with sprinkles, but I thought that this would probably look the best in case you could see anything between the little sprinkles on the sides of the cookies. And then you're either gonna want a spoon or an ice cream scooper. An ice cream scooper would obviously work better, but I have this little teaspoon that's also a circle, so I'm gonna be using this. The first thing we're gonna wanna do is mix some of our blue and red sprinkles onto this plate so we have a good even mix between the colors because we are just going to be rolling the sides of our ice cream sandwiches in it. So I'm just pouring a bit of both on here. Once you have a good amount, go ahead and give that a little mix up so you have a cute little combo like this. And what we are going to be doing is taking your first little mini cookie, grabbing a scoop of ice cream. I'm grabbing a fair amount so that we do have enough side on this ice cream sandwich to be able to roll inside of the sprinkles, but not too much that it completely destroys the ice cream sandwich because these are pretty small cookies. So once you have that on there, you're just gonna take another cookie, press them together, and then I'm gonna smoothen out the sides a bit with my spoon just to make it easier for us when we put the sprinkles on. And from here, all you're gonna do is roll it in your sprinkles. And just like that, we have this absolutely adorable 4th of July themed ice cream sandwich. Go ahead and repeat that with all of your cookies and you're done. I may be biased because I love a nice little dessert, anything sweet, but this is absolutely incredible. I really hope that you enjoyed seeing that little 4th of July snack and those cute little drinks we made. And if you happen to use any of them at your 4th of July party or get together, let me know in the comments down below because I'd be super, super excited to hear about it. Like I said at the beginning of this, I love the holidays. I love having little themed things going on. So this was such a fun video to make and I really hope that you guys enjoy it. If you did, leave a like down below and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. I post a lot of lifestyle videos and vlogs and try on hauls and all of that. So I'm really excited for you guys to see everything that I have coming up next. I'll actually be spending my 4th of July in the Hamptons and I'll be vlogging all of that. So make sure you stick around in order to see it. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time.